Hey, what's up? Good afternoon, everyone. This is Leonard with Indie Band Coach. I hope you are enjoying this holiday weekend. Obviously, that's a bit of a loaded sentiment with everything going on, but we've got musicians and bands and folks out there that are online sharing their music, and just music is something that's needed more now than ever. So we're going to keep doing what we can to help you as artists, musicians. We're going to do what we can to keep helping you share your message and share your music. And one of the things that we always strive to kind of um, help artists do is to, not just think of, a gig, first of all, as one gig. Like, what can you do to multiply and amplify that gig to get more opportunities off of it? And that's true whether it's a live gig or that's true whether it's actually a live streaming gig. But we also try to stress the same thing with content. So just taking one piece of content and being able to amplify, and whether it's syndicate to be able to put it to multiple channels or turn it into different types of content, or to repurpose, basically, is what we're going to cover today. At least one example of how you can do that. So welcome again. If you are tuning in, please give me a hashtag live and let me know where you're from. If you're watching this on replay, thank you for tuning in after the fact, but give me hashtag replay and let me know where you're from. And please let me know what questions you have. But what we're going to do today, I'm not going to take a ton of time, but I want to show you a tool. It is one that we've used several times and for several artists and bands that we've worked with, and we've actually seen, a lot of cool creations and things like that. So, one of the things I wanted to do today was just come on and show you how to use this tool. And I'm actually going to just do an example with somebody that we've been working with for a while. So the name of the platform and the, tool that we're going to use today is called Wavve, and it's wavve.co. And there's actually a link if you wanted to, in the post, if you wanted to actually sign up for an account. It's free to sign up, and you can get in there and play around with it like we're getting ready to do. And then if you want to upgrade, you can do so later. But basically, you can get in there and just start playing around. But the gist of wavve.co, and let me go here. Actually, I'll just go to where we are signed in. Let me bring this up. Boom. What's up? There we go. So let me go out to the top. Where are we at here? And get out. Well, I was going to take you to the website, but after you sign in, basically what we're going to do with the Wavve program today is, let's say that you've got a track that you are releasing, or even let's say it's a live stream or a live show that you have recorded in some way, shape, or form. And so you've got the audio, but for example, you can't just post audio on, Facebook, for example. So you might go to SoundCloud, or you might go to some other place and place it there, and then place the link to that in Facebook, which is fine. But, or even on Instagram, you're able to do things like that. But then you're just going to have, a static image or a visual of, your SoundCloud playlist or whatever playlist it is, and that's fine. But if you're looking for something more creative, I wanted to show you how to make waves with wavve.co. And again, it's an awesome tool. Baird Hall is the owner, and he does quite a bit of cool, technical tech startups and stuff like that. He's got a couple of them, but I got introduced to Baird. It's been like 3 years ago now, and we did a blog post, and we've had several people sign up with the program and show some really cool examples of things that they've done. So that's what I want to show you today. And I'm going to use an example from an artist that I've been working with for 6 or 7 years now. But she's got some cool stuff coming out this year. We were actually talking about trying to plan like a tour for her or something, back in March, back before everything stopped. But so now she's got some other things going on. But one of the songs that she just released is called Wave. Hey, Ellen, good morning. It's called Wave. And actually her release is called Light On. And so we are actually going to use Wave to basically take one of her promo pictures and turn it into a video for the actual song. So if you've got audio that you want to turn into visuals, or if you've got a static visual that you want to actually combine with some of your music, all of these things are ways that you can repurpose content that you've already got. So let me take my mug off the screen, and I'm going to walk you through using this platform called Wave. In fact, I'm also going to take off the banner just so you can see the whole screen. There we go. And cool. Okay. And so, yes, Ellen, this might actually be a very cool thing for you to think about in some of your many hundreds of songs that you've written that you might not want to or be able to like make videos or something, but this would be a cool way to turn them into videos. And for everyone out there, obviously one of the benefits of turning your static image or even your audio only into a video is because the reach and all of the ways that you will be rewarded by using video on social media. Because obviously video is one of the things that is really rewarded in terms of organic reach, i.e. all the people that you can get it shown to without having to pay for an ad. So the more video content that you can have at your disposal, the better your reach and the more fans you're going to be able to actually connect with. Okay, so that's the overlying kind of umbrella of this thing. So all that being said, all you're going to need to get started is you're going to need two things. You're just going to need an image and you're going to need an audio. And then I'll be able to show you some cool things that Wave can do. So with this, let me increase the size here. So I am going to start a new design. And if you guys use other programs like this, let me know, because I know this isn't the only one out there, but I really like it and have been using it for a couple of years. And so, yeah, I just thought I would share. But I know there's other stuff out there. But so, yes. So now I'm going to create a design, and you can either start with a template or you can create from scratch. Now, I cheated a little bit and I already know the image that I'm going to use from Julia, and I kind of already know what I want to do with it. But just in case I didn't, I will show you that they have templates that you could start with. So you could literally come here and it's like, cool, I've got a square cover art image. You could click this, and kind of like, a lot of other design programs, you got stuff to choose from. And then you can come in here and change the colors, change each of the elements separately, and make it be what you want it to be. And there's different sorts of templates there, obviously. So, and then there's different formats. So these are square graphics, and then this one is for vertical, and this one's for IGTV. So they're a little bit different. Actually, they're both for IGTV. But that is if I was going to use a template, which I'm not going to do. Okay. So I thought it was going to go back to the other screen. So since I didn't use a template, it's just going to come up to the blank canvas. And just a real quick walk through what we've got going on here. Like I said, this is the canvas. I'm actually going to bring in the picture that I'm going to use, and then you can still access your templates down here, but I'm going to go to the image and get that in there, and then I'll show you some of the other things that we can do. So let me get the image, add image to canvas, or replace images. Of course, there's none there. Let me go to Julia, and there's a few images here. Great photographs. Let's use this one. Now, since the image was actually a landscape, it doesn't cover the square, but that's no problem there because you can actually adjust what you've got in there. You can move it around, do whatever you need. So I'm just going to blow it up just a little bit. But you could also do things like here, if you go to setup, which is down here at the bottom, I could also change the format. So regardless of if I chose the format over ahead of time, I can come in here and change the format even after the fact. So I'm going to go ahead and choose square because I'm thinking Instagram. Not that you have to have squares on Instagram, but that's what we're going to roll with here now for the feed. So, and other thing I wanted to show you too is like if you did have some background showing, let's do the 4x5. I think you can change the background color. Is that the background for that? Maybe I didn't choose it right. Regardless, we're not going to worry about that. That might not be the background that I'm thinking about because that's the canvas. Where is my size? Let me go back to square. Boom. Okay. So now you've got your image. And now before you actually add any audio, we're just going to work on the visual right now. So right now what we're going to do is we are going to add the actual wave form. And there's several different types of waves that you can have on here. So let me show you. Okay. And there are quite a few that scroll across the bottom. So if you are in here, just know that you can keep scrolling. But here are the different types of waveforms that you can have as part of your image. And I'm just going to click on one. There we go. It's a little bit abrasive for me, but once you click on them, it takes a second. And these will actually move with the music. So it's not just a static visual that's going to go across there, but that's kind of, the gist of this whole thing is to actually create something that people know is a video when they look at it. And so we've got these. So I'm not going to click on every single one of them, but just to let you know, here's some of the options. Here's squares. You've got all of these ones at the end that are different forms of, different types of waves that you can add on there as well. And I actually kind of like this circle one. What do you guys think? I'm open for suggestions. I don't have any specific direction here, what I wanted to do or what is going to be. And then you also have control over the actual color of the wave. So you can, and I need to do confirm. There we go. It's probably what I didn't do on the other one. So yeah, so now I can actually confirm that. And so it does change the color of the wave, but that looks a little, let me go here and do a little, it's got some of the greens in there. Let me confirm that. It's not bright enough. And so, yes, I could play around with these all day. You know what? We're gonna roll with that. And again, I could move this. I could have this be over her hand, so I can move this around anywhere. And then let me go back out of the wave menu. You can also add text. So you can choose the type of font that you want there. And you can see at the bottom here, you've got your text menu. So insert text, and then your font, the style, whether it's bold or if it's italicized. I think those are capitals, but then alignment and those things too. So you can control the color and the background of the text as well. So I'm just going to do light on just so we know what the title is. I think this is actually what her cover looks like. Gonna move this over to the center, and I'm going to change the text. And just because I know it's a little bit of a bold Sanskrit, I'm going to try and find. Let's try that. Cool. And let's do style. We'll do bold. Does that look good? Looking good. You like the circle one? Obviously. Nice, guys. Hey, what's up, Russ? Cool. And by the way, too, I am an affiliate of the folks at Wavves, so that if you do click on the link in the actual description of this, you know, again, you can do a free one and see how it goes and all of that stuff. If you do upgrade to a paid plan, I get a little commission off of that. What? So yeah, if you want to do that and actually have your waves going and all that stuff, it's really a cool program. But um, so yeah, Ellen likes to circle, and so that's what we're going with. And then cool. So it's got actually, if you see this, it does have the little lead lines that kind of shows you where things are. So that's cool. And I'm going to open it up just a little bit. There we go. That looks good. And so, yeah, so I put text on there, waveform. I probably won't do a progress bar, but if you wanted to add a progress bar, you could do that as well. You know what? Maybe I will. You don't know me. Shoot. I do stuff, man. I'm crazy. Man, what's up? Okay, let me go ahead and select the actual progress bar. Nope, still didn't do it. So there are layers, by the way. Okay, so for example, if you wanted to have a progress bar, and that's not the one I want. I really want something like this. There we go. But if you did want a progress bar basically just shows someone who's watching your video, how long it is. And that's a very good question, Russ. It is not a video editor. This is basically it's a platform where you can combine your still images of any kind. I shouldn't say any kind, because GIFs is not still image. So yeah, so any image that you've got and any audio that you've got, it will combine those two and basically turn them into a video with one of these creative waveforms on top that will react to the music. Meaning, can I create fairly complicated video production with this tool? Again, that's probably not, but what you can do is you could incorporate these videos into something like an iMovie, for example. So you could create, waves, and depending on what actual plan you sign up for, will depend on how much or how long your video could be. So that's kind of how they actually determine what your level is. But I've been using the first paid plan for a while, and I forget, maybe it's 30 minutes or something like that. But another thing you could think about too is, let's say that you had a live stream or something and you wanted to chop down certain elements, like you could, potentially take a section of that song and just take the audio out, and then do like a banner or a flyer or something that's promoting like what your next live stream is. But you could use live audio with this. We're going to actually use tracks with Julia's, but those are just examples of ways that you can kind of finagle it. And I do have some other ones in here that I can show you, so I don't want to use a progress thing here. So good questions, guys. Please keep them coming. So that is, and there is a vertical and a horizontal line there, so it lets me know where that's at. There we go. All right, and I think that's all I'm going to add, but I could add a place for captions as well. So that's another thing, is that a lot of people will start videos on mute. So there are ways to put captions on these, and I might actually do that just because I want to show that. Let me do this. And I know the captions come at the bottom, so I'm going to just move this up a little bit. And let me go back here to captions. And captions, let me see, light, dark, there we go. I'm going to do dark captions on there. So it's got basically the dark background. And yeah, so this is my wave. And so now once you get your visual set up, you get your elements on here, now you can go through and actually save it. And then once you save it, then you're going to be able to add your audio. So I am going to save it. Also, by the way, you can delete things just with the delete key, but you can also move, as you saw me kind of moving stuff around, you can move things around up or down as you do with a lot of design programs with the forward or backward. So move different elements on top and bottom just so you can click on them easier. So I'm going to click on save. That's going to take a second to save. Good question. What's up, Terry? How you doing, buddy? And yeah, good question. I wanted to show this again. We are making a video. And just for those of you tuning in, my name is Leonard with Indie Band Coach. Welcome to Making Waves. And, you know, I might do this like once a week because this is fun. But it's a very good question that Russ asked earlier. And this is not a video editor. This is a way to take a couple of pieces of content that you got to make videos. So it's going to turn what you've already got into existing videos. And yeah, so that is what's going on. And just to let you know, Ellen was the one who decided that we were going to use the circle graphic. So I didn't have anything to do with it. So if you don't like it, please take it up with Ellen. I'm totally kidding. Okay. So now this is the actual graphic. This is the audio. And I'm going to need to reduce my screen size here just so I can get the audio in there. And so this will be your entire screen, your template here that you'll see. And I'll do that. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the audio. I think I've got that in here, don't I? I think I already have that like just in like a little file or something here, but you would be assuming too much. Okay. And so this is an M4A file, an MPEG file. You could also obviously do MP3, but I'm just going to open this file up. And it is going to load. And once it loads, it's going to bring up your visual. Okay. Gee. And so now we've got the design up here, and now we've got the audio. And so you can actually select, you know, I could literally just hit play, or not hit play, but I could hit generate video right now, and it would do the whole 3 minutes and 40 seconds. But since I know that I'm making an Instagram graphic for Julia, I'm probably only going to use a minute. And you can start from the beginning and then like end it, or you can literally select wherever you want to go. And actually, let me take my screen off of here one more time. And then I'm going to blow this up so you can see it a little bit better. So I can go back down one time. Yeah, okay, I want to see the whole thing. Okay, so now I can select the entire minute anywhere in the timeline that I want. And then you can see here it's got the start time and the end time, and then the total seconds selected. And then it's got actually zoom tools here if you really want to get down to like where the beats begin and end. And then this is your play button, your back button, which will take you all the way back to the beginning of what you have selected. And then here is a back button for 3 seconds. So you can kind of skip around. But again, I kind of cheated a little bit. So I know approximately where I want to go just by looking at the wave. I want to go towards the end of this, I think. Or was it this? I think it's more like this. Anyway, actually, another thing too is once you have it selected, you can select your actual time frame and just move it up and down the timeline. So if you do get your minute selected, you can do that. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to hit play. And I'm wondering, I might not have my tab selected to play audio. Interesting concept. Oh, now I do. Okay, it is playing. So by the way, can you hear that? Let me know if you can hear that audio. I'm just going to test it out real quick. See where it cuts off. Ah, that's where I wanted it to go. That's where I wanted it to start, right there. All right. All right, so actually that is like 60 some seconds. I'm actually going to bring it down to a little under 59 seconds, or under a minute here. And even though this is a test, I don't want to get as nitpicky as I would if I was doing this for real. Actually, I am doing it for real, but I want to go ahead and show you what happens after I generate the video. So you can see the progress bar there. So it's going to generate the video. And then once it's done, it should bring up, there we go. And it'll load there. And that is the other one. Let me get this out of here. There we go. So give it 1 second. It says video is analyzing. So once again, yeah, this is just a way to actually have, new types of content and ways to take advantage of how much video is being rewarded in social media feeds and things like that. So it's definitely something that is really easy to do, especially if you've got promo pictures or, album covers, album art, anything like that, that you want to basically say, hey guys, this is a video, come check this out. This is an easy way to take advantage of that. Now, I think this might be my PC. There we go. So it actually did that. And now let me take a look here. Let me view it. Let me see if okay, I'm not sure if you can hear that. Okay, and so I am now going to add the captions, which this tool can also add your captions, and it can also automatically transcribe the video. So I'm actually going to create the transcript. And so you can edit the transcript. You can do some cool things even after it's already created. So I'm going to put this on there as it's going, and this should be, take just a second, but again, a lot of people are watching video, but when they first come upon video, sometimes it's going to be, a lot of times literally it's going to be on mute. So that's one of the benefits of being able to add captions to that, is you can capture people's attention depending on, where the video is actually, where the words actually start in the video, I should say. All right. And so let's see. All right, still going there. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to try out Wavve for free, you can click on the link in this post. And yeah, there's a free plan that you can do that you'll be able to, actually just create some waves for free. And then I think they're like 15 seconds. So obviously there's a lot of benefit to shorter videos and things too, but you can check that out. And if you do happen to upgrade to a paid plan, I am an affiliate of Wavve, and I've been using them for 3 years now. And yeah, if you do sign up for paid plan, I'll get a little commission. So that would be awesome and appreciated. But yeah, let me know how everything is going. Are you, it's kind of a side note here, but it's creating the transcript. But yeah, are you gigging? Are you able to play out where you're at? Do you even feel comfortable playing out? It's really weird to think about, just literally everything seems like it's going on at once. But it's one of the reasons that we wanted to bring to you tools like this, is so that if you are having to get, creative with some of the stuff that you have to, or that you want to share, this could be a tool that you could use if you'd like. But again, we've been using it for a while and we really like it. So we wanted to share this with you. So once this gets done, it will actually have the final version of the video. I think we're there. And I will make it big screen. I will get me off of there. And I'll do this. And so let me go ahead and play it. Let me skip forward a little bit. And so as you see, it's actually scrolling through the words. So you can literally come in here and change what's on the screen. And then you can also come in and change the style of the captions. So this is focused. This is minimal. This is outspoken. Let me go back to where words are. Good deal. So yeah, we're going to stay with focused. And also they've added a new feature here where it says you can create a new style starting from this. So you'll be able to go in and change some of the look and feel based on one of these styles. So if you want to change the color or what have you, you can do that. And so then you can create the video. And then it will take the captions and it will put them on the video. And then you'll be able to download this as a new piece of content that you can post on social media. And that is Making Waves. That was Julia Khan. I feel like a radio announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Julia Khan with Light On. Right on, doggone it. But seriously, let me know what questions you have. Russ, Terry, Ellen, anyone else who tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, if this is something that you'd like to see more of, like just using different examples, maybe I could have a way for people to submit for me to actually create a wave for their music that they would select. What do you think? But I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you enjoy the holiday weekend. Please stay safe. And yeah, take care of yourselves. And I want to thank Julia Khan for letting me use her as an example, as a guinea pig here for this example. And yeah, it's still kind of saving. So depending on the speed of your PC and what other stuff is going on, it might take a second to actually save, but you'll be good. And actually, before I go really quick, I just wanted to show you a couple of examples. This is one I did for my cousin, but we just did. But we did a wave in the middle of his album art, and then we did an actual progress bar at the top. So that's just another example, another way to use that. But that's progress bar. He had a lot of white space to play with. So we did that. And then this was basically a Spotify playlist shout out. So we did a screenshot that our friend and client Sharon Leah actually had her song recommended by Deepak Chopra. And so we wanted to take a picture of that album art and then yeah, we just put a wave on there. But again, it can be as simple or as complicated and cool as you want it, but it's just a way to make something that you created and turn it into something else. Cool? All right. Ladies and gents, you have, again, like I said, an awesome weekend. And I'm Leonard with Indie Band Coach, and we'll see you later.